Check.
Chat, can you hear me? If you can hear me, someone follow me. What's up, gaming? Charles, MK, Leanne. Alright. Alright, I'll start once I get one new follower. On TikTok. Once I get one new follower on TikTok, I'll start. All it takes is one. What's going on, Slim? Alicia, Bull Rider, Melanie, MVP 618, Tim. Alright, if someone follows me, I'll start my live. Swear to God. Tough crowd. Tough crowd. Tough crowd. What the heck, guys? Tough crowd. Yeah, of course I remember you. No storms in Pittsburgh? Well, they're still to your west. Have you been paying attention? Still to your west. Good storms down in Texas. Pittsburgh, you got a big wall of weather right to your west. You got a little bit longer. This stuff is pushing up. You know, none of this looks severe. You could get some strong winds in here, though. God, my allergies. Someone save me. What's going on, Crimson? We can look at that in a second. Let me go over the severe weather first. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the severe weather first. Check. Check. I really need to get my nice headphones back. I have like a pair of $200, $250 headphones. And I left them down at my parents' house in North Carolina. And so I'm using my gaming headphones lately. And they're just not comfy. And they're just not nice. So. All right, yeah, 1 second. Let's take a look at what we got going on down here. You know, there wasn't much of a tornado threat down here today, but we did get a decent tornado on the ground, and we do have chasers out here. You know what I mean? Look at this. This has an interesting look to it right here. 2-inch hail. We've got 6,000 surface cape through some of these storms. Let's take a look at them. 2-inch hail. Burnet, Texas. Llano, Texas? Llano, Texas? I don't know how to pronounce that. Almost 2-inch hail. Uvalde, Kinney. Oh my god, my allergies are killing me. Possible tornado, Franklin, PA. Perry, PA. Cumberland, PA. Huntington, PA. And Juanita, PA. Let's take a look at this. Whee! Out in the General Thunder, huh? Just out to the west of Harrisburg. Where'd this bad boy come from? Oh, yeah, there's a little couplet there. A little rotation in the cell. Headed up towards center. Blaine Seville. Seville? Who knows? There it is. See the little couplet there? It's not very strong, but a little bit of rotation on that cell. So. Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, chap. 2 seconds, actually. I'm back. I'm back. That wasn't on. That was weird. What's going on, guys? Okay. New Jersey's looking good. Jersey is looking good. Check. What the hell? Yeah, I need to get my good headphones back. These things suck. Oh my god. Check. Okay. Let's go over what we got going on here. Lots of big cells down here. Lots of there shouldn't be a ton of rotation down here. But there's a lot of cape. So strong updrafts, large hail, some gusty winds with these storms is always possible when you have large hail, because large hail means strong updrafts. Strong updrafts mean even stronger downdrafts. MK. Heck yeah. MK, let's go. Welcome to the Climb Crew. Although you've already been part of the Climb Crew. Heck yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you, MK. What day is the best day for thunderstorms this week? I mean, tomorrow. Well, here, let's go over really quickly just so I can answer that. Here's our day 2 outlook. Could get interesting, and then we've got a day 3, which is going to be out on the East Coast. I believe our day 3 is. So here's our day 3. Marginal. They expanded this. We spoke about this in yesterday's stream. I said they'd put that out there. There it is. So today, today and tomorrow could be about equal. Tomorrow could get a little spicy, I think, down here in the southern portion. So we'll have to watch that. None of these storms are doing anything crazy. We got a little bit of big hail currently out to the east of Llano, however you pronounce that, out to the west of Georgetown, to the southwest of Killeen and Kempner. This looks like a decent system right here. You can see the hail core in there. This guy's about to drive into it. Nothing. We've got no tornado warnings right now, which is good. So yeah, what we might do is I might just answer people's questions about, because there's no major severe weather happening right now. You've got some strong thunderstorms that could put down some okay size hail and some gusty winds, but other than that, why does it look like that truck is just wobbling around like crazy? Let's go over to Pivotal Weather. I'll answer some of your guys' questions. I know someone asked about Colorado. Man, it's something in this room, because I feel like I was fine all day, and then I come in this room to stream and I get congested and my head hurts. I just changed the filters in the air vent too, so, and it's like a perfectly clean room. I'm like, is there mold in the walls here somewhere? Why is it always when I'm in here on stream? All right, there we go. All right, so let's look at a couple things. Let's get this stream started. Quantitative precipitation over the next 5 days. A lot of people getting involved. It's easier to circle the places that aren't going to see a lot. Specifically, this region is not. I mean, this is a little bit, but for the most part, not much there. A lot of Georgia's not getting involved. But obviously, Ohio Valley, what we obviously know down here, Texas, Oklahoma, Ohio Valley, and a big portion of the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic. Lots of rainfall ahead. I know, because I'm up here in the Mid-Atlantic. I look at my weather app, and I never trust a weather app because I look at my own models. But, yeah, it does show rain for like 7 days straight. It's pretty accurate. We're going to get a ton of rain, especially out there in eastern PA. Hudson Valley and New Jersey. We're going to get drenched. So, and that stuff's going to move down a little bit farther to the southeast. Snowfall-wise, there is still some snow falling, believe it or not, guys. A little bit of snow out there in Colorado's forecast. I believe next Tuesday and Wednesday. Tiny bit. Mountains. No low elevation. Mountains. You're hearing the lightning, by the way, in the background. I'll turn that off. Temperature-wise, let's look at our... we're going to get a little bit of a cool down for some people. Let's quickly look at our temperature anomalies moving forward really quickly here. Nice cool down for the Ohio Valley and out east. That's going to begin pretty soon as we push into Saturday. Nice cool down, moving out east. Stalls out a little bit. You can see Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Nice little cool down for the Ohio Valley and a lot of areas out east. And then the west. Check this out. Very cold for the west and southern plains moving forward as well as we get into push through the weekend and into next week. So nice little cool down. You can actually see this happening on our forecast models here. If you can see the southern plains getting a nice break. You guys are probably going to also see a break from severe weather. So a nice cool down. It's going to be probably 70s, low 80s, 70s probably, with a severe weather break, which is pretty dang good for you guys. Well, let's look at our troughing before I promise you a severe weather break. I figured it was time to re-up. MK, I appreciate you. Yeah, YouTube is really hard to get going. It's really hard to get a following, subs, anything like that. It's just it's a slower process, but I post every day, stream every single day I can. So slowly but surely. I mean, I'd say 3,100 subs. I have 3,100 subscribers on YouTube. I've only had a YouTube for 4 months. I think that's pretty good. Ooh, floating octopus. Thank you, Claudia. I just saw that. Thank you, Claudia. Yeah, so let's look at this. Let's look at our jet stream pattern here. Yeah, I forgot we have this weird thing going on here. Let's take a look at what we're seeing on Tuesday. I'm going to take your questions, guys. I'm just trying to take a little bit of a look ahead here. So pushing into Tuesday. Yeah, this is messy. This This is messy. You've got some good shear at the surface. Never speak too soon. Let's look at our Cape. Pushing in early next week. The Cape isn't doing anything crazy. It's there, but... Man, see, Southern Plains aren't getting a break from severe weather. Forget what I said. I forgot about our eyeball double trough pattern we're going to have setting up the states. I've been distracted today. All right, let me just start taking questions from the chat. Are the storms in south of San Antonio going to strengthen as they move, and which way are they moving? It's really weird. A lot of them are stationary or moving very slowly. A lot of the storms are moving between 5 and 10 miles per hour. They're crawling. I mean, you can run that fast. At least most people can run at least like over 10 miles per hour. But yeah, here, I'll take a look at that. So they're moving slow. Sometimes these will tell you the speed that the storm is moving at. They were moving slow earlier. Maybe they picked up a little pace. Let's see if this will give me speed. Yeah, okay, moving southeast at 15 miles per hour. A lot of these storms are weirdly moving southeast right now. And a lot of them are moving pretty slow. Let's take a look at this one. Moving southeast at 10 miles per hour. They're moving slow. The majority of them are moving southeast. And, you know, there's not much up here to the north. So, but when you're talking about 5 to 15 miles per hour, these things are very slow. A lot of storms can go 30, 40 plus miles per hour sometimes. Storms can, faster than that, 50. They can whip it. So you're talking 10 to 15 miles per hour. These things are crawling. So it's even hard to see them moving on the map, but they're slowly floating to the southeast. And yeah, this is going to continue. I mean, I talked about in my video today. We could see this continue. Yeah, for another 4 hours at least. Yeah, I mean, you're still getting more cells developing out here to the back. You see this stuff out here when I switch radars. These are... You still got a lot going on back here, so. Anything to be super worried about Clarksville, Tennessee tomorrow? You're not going to have a big tornado threat, I can tell you that. Let's look at pivotal weather and pull into... All right, let's go to our day 2. Sorry, loading issue. Here's our tornado threat tomorrow. 2%. They actually changed this. And actually, I do agree with this more. Silly little... it looks like Pickle Rick. You know what I mean? Doesn't it look like Pickle Rick? Yeah, let's look at our models. Did you say Clarksville, Tennessee? Yeah, right up there to the north. Yeah, you would be in this threat. So let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. I don't want to give you any bad advice. Let's go into our HRRR. We'll take a look at a couple different models if this doesn't show us anything here. And reflectivity. And let's get down into Tennessee. Here we go. Okay. We'll get a sounding. This looks like a... Look at this QLCS here. This could be a decent wind boundary here. You could get some potential damaging winds with this tomorrow. This is tomorrow. 16Z. So this would be... Take that back. 11 a.m. Pushing into western Tennessee. All right. Let's go to... I'm going to have to go all the way back to the 18Z. I hope it's a good model run. It's a little bit different. That's annoying. But, okay. You see, yeah, this model run is not showing anything that makes me nervous. I don't think you'd get a tornado out of this setup. So I need a model run that... Okay, let's try this. Let's go into the NAM 3K and see what we're seeing here. This right here, maybe. When you get that... This right here, but again, then we're pushing into Saturday. I don't see anything jumping off the map that makes me... Let's look at the MPass. That makes me too nervous for Tennessee tomorrow. Okay, so our MPass. This is a pretty good model, and our MPass does show right here. And we're talking 4 p.m. Central. We got 23Z. Oh, sorry, not 4 p.m. Central. 6 p.m. Central. And we've got a nice little boundary here. Storms are moving in the right direction. You could get rotation if the MPass is right. The MPass is weirdly right sometimes, but at least you know, timing-wise, late afternoon, early evening, if this line does form, yeah, you could get some tornadoes. I don't think we'd see any, you know, if it was if it was a QLCS setup like this, quasi-linear convective system, so it's squall lined. Another word for squall line. You know, you usually get these weaker tornadoes because you get these little divots in the storm, and they get a minor rotation with them, but they kind of they're not able to hold a good inflow and create a really nice mesocyclone because they're embedded in the squall line. So typically when you get a QLCS setup, the tornadoes are weaker, but yeah, you could get an EF0 to an EF2 technically in this if the MPass is right late afternoon into the early evening. So I need to stop answering questions that long because then everyone's going to be here forever. Woo! I got a follower. Thank you for the new follower. Hey, Caroline. Hey, Carol. Sorry, I know you hate that. My dog has a solid outflow going on tonight. Oh, ew, gross. Colorado, I'm going to be leaving home for a bit to go visit my aunt. Yeah, no, nothing going on out in Colorado. We were talking about that. All right, I went over that just a little bit ago. There's really not a severe threat for Colorado. Yeah. At least not in the short term. We can look at the Rufus, too. Not much. You can see maybe as we get into Sunday, but probably not. Maybe as we get into Sunday, maybe Monday. You could have Eastern Colorado getting involved on Monday with a severe threat. That would be the first probably opportunity because this is going to be your this is going to be your trough. This is going to be your low pressure, your surface low, and this could bring up some instability and could develop a dry line in this region on this. I'm trying to make every stream I can. I love that. What types of severe weather can Long Island see on Saturday? I don't think it's gonna be anything too bad. Here, let's take a look at it. You do get a little bit of supercell action. Oops. You do get a little bit of supercell action out there on the coast in the mid-Atlantic. At least this model, the Rufus likes to get aggressive with things, so I wouldn't look too much into it. But you know, this is getting into Saturday night. You've got some potentially strong storms up through this region. So let me look at let's look at a couple different ones up here for Saturday. We can look at the NAM. Yeah, ooh, the NAM is even more aggressive. Oh my gosh. The NAM is dropping some strong storms through this region. Right there. That's interesting. And then potentially some down here through the Carolinas. Some out here central to eastern Kentucky. It's a very sloppy setup. It's not the highest of instability. It's not the strongest of shear. But there'll be some scattered severe weather for sure. Kind of both. Dis a joke. I went to school, Florida State University, for 3 years, and I left actually before finishing my meteorology degree. It's just personal stuff happened. I continued to just study it for like the last decade. I grew up loving meteorology since I was about 5 or 6. I had an uncle who was a meteorologist, so I went to school for it. Thought about going back and finishing my degree. Wouldn't take too long, but it's just a lot of money, and I don't ever see myself wanting to be a TV meteorologist. Or a lot of people getting laid off. They're very underpaid, very overworked, and it's something I've thought about. I probably will just finish it one day, but it's I don't really have the urge to at this point right now. Sorry guys, I'm super congested. I like being able to do stuff like this. All right, let's see. Northeast here. Let me guys show you. Hello, Mesomat. Mesomat has entered the chat. Everyone. Mesomat has entered the chat. Will Missouri have anything serious? You know, I'll just pop up our SBC outlook for that. Oh, wait. I got to pin that as well. 1 second. There we go. Should I just pin every single thing that you do, Matt? Missouri's only in a general thunder moving forward. Far southeastern Missouri could be in a marginal. Yeah, I haven't seen anything look too dangerous for Missouri moving ahead here. So, all of Matt's messages. When will southern Indiana get bad weather? You guys also aren't. You guys have a marginal tomorrow. I mean, we could take a look. You know, Matt, the Rufus, which is always crazy, but the Rufus and the NAM do have a little bit of action up here on Saturday. A little bit of supercellular action up here. Be interesting to watch. They also have some out here in eastern Kentucky. Yeah, so we could see southern Indiana here. You guys got some potentially strong thunderstorms moving over tonight in southern Indiana, but I don't think that'll be anything significant. This could be. We'll watch Friday night into early Saturday morning. Not impossible to get some strong winds, maybe a baby tornado down here, southern, late Friday, early into Saturday. But for the most part, that's going to be a general thunderstorm setup. You have all of this congestion down to the south. You're not going to have anything pluming too high up there. Illinois looks pretty good as well. Illinois looks pretty good. Non-spicy. What's up? Oh. Wait, Elijah, do you have a question? You in the back? You in the back, Elijah? You in the back? Right there? You? Right there? Could Long Island expect everything? Not impossible with Saturday's setup. Not impossible. It doesn't look very favorable for severe weather, but this type of setup, yeah, I wouldn't put it past it. Is Northeast PA when people raise their hand? Is Northeast PA okay this week? I see you, Santi. Yeah, Northeast PA is the Saturday threat. Northeast PA is a Saturday threat. Again, the models that do put any severe weather up here are the Rufus right now and the NAM 3K, and kind of has it. I'm seeing the most action kind of in these sectors here. Not really up in Northeast PA, but I'd still pay attention. SBC has that marginal all the way up to freaking New Hampshire on Saturday. So We'll have to see about that. Hey, listen, there could be, if there's going to be more rotation, it's going to be farther to the north. I can tell you that. It's going to be up far. It's going to be up closer to our troughing system to the north. Spinning up some storms. Is there a severe storm in Laredo, Texas? Oops. Didn't mean to go into that. Let's see here. Laredo. Loretto? Maybe I feel like Loretto makes more sense, so I'm going to call it Loretto. That's probably what it is. Nuevo Loretto? Oh, Loretto in Nuevo Loretto? Oh, I feel like I can speak Spanish now. Oh, that's like right on the border. Oh, wait, this is part in Mexico and part in the U.S.? Or is this a whole nother? Oh, that's literally... Oh, that's Loretto and New Loretto? Oh, that's crazy. Why did I never know about this? Laredo? I said it right the first time? New Laredo? Wait, there's a New Laredo? Wait. There's a New Mexico? No, I don't see anything down there. We also don't even have a radar that looks down there, really. This one does. I don't see anything severe down there right now, although this radar probably doesn't scan very well down that far south, unfortunately. Oh, actually, here we go. Duh. No, you guys are good. You guys are good right now. You're going to have super rain-cooled air with this precipitation sitting over you right now, too. No super high cloud tops. York County, PA is iffy for severe weather tonight. When storm comes up all the way, this system is they either dump rain on the west side of the Evans, or they can hook into the mountains and dump. We have a lot of severe weather moving through portions of central PA. You got a nice little band up here to the north in northwestern PA. There could be some flooding issues with all this rain as well. This severe, this doesn't look too crazy. This storm right here, but yeah, I'm not too worried about this one right here, moving up towards Tuscarora. Okay. One second, guys. San Antonio, it's Fiesta. I hear thunder. What? It's Fiesta. What's that? What do you mean? Is that like a party? Yeah, you got some storms out there to your west. They're moving most of these storms, guys, are moving very slowly to the southeast, 5 to 15 miles per hour. They're crawling. So there will be an issue, I promise you, with flooding in some of these areas through here, because these are all just crawling to the east, and they have a lot of rain in them. Big city party. Yeah, you've got storms out to your west. Now these look, now normally I would say this is an hour from you, but because of how slow these are moving, this could be 2 to 3. This thing is not moving quickly, okay? Here, let's take a look at this. It's moving to the southeast at 10 miles per hour. Guys, that's very slow. Okay? My Pomeranian, it's not mine, it's my wife's, but I'll claim him for the point. It runs faster than this storm is moving. And he's 14 years old. Yeehaw, ride him, cowboy. I probably completely missed that, Jess. Jess sent a cowboy hat. No way. No way I got that in time. Julie from New York is in the chat. 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 Uh, you guys are looking pretty chill out here in Mississippi. Got some couple little nice cells to the south. That's about it right now. But let's look at our day 2. Let's look at our day 2. There we go. There we go, Mississippi. There we go. Let's get Mississippi involved. Some Texas people are here. Yeah, Texas. Listen, Texas people, your state's a mess. Okay? You've gotten severe weather like 11 of the last 12 days. It's ridiculous. Let's calm down. Hey, why is there a tornado warning up here near the Panhandle? Can someone explain this to me? Ooh, I might actually have something on the ground here. Nice little velocities. Ooh. See that inflow? A little bit of the hook. It's not impossible that we have something on the ground there. Oh, sorry, guys. Here you go. Look at that. Moving into Texas right now. Out to the far west of Amarillo Canyon. I always call that armadillo. Or what do I usually call it? Something armadillo. Up to the northwest of Hereford. So pay attention out here. We got a little twisty boy coming out to the south and east, and this thing is moving quick. I can almost guarantee you this thing's moving closer to 30 miles per hour, not 10 miles per hour like those other storms. All right, 20. At least it's got a little. At least it's running. It's moving faster than most humans can run. My friend's on a cruise right now, down by Grand Turk, Bahamas area. Is something brewing? Let's see. All I can really use here is, oh, you know what I can do? You know what I can do for you? Looks pretty quiet to me, doesn't it? I don't know. Look at that. That's a quiet Bahamas if I've ever seen one. Appreciate you, Julie. That's a dang quiet Bahamas. Beautiful. Let's zoom out a little bit more and see what's going on. This puppy out here might actually form into a tropical storm before moving off into the open Atlantic. Oh, hello? Is this gonna let me? 1 second. Oh my gosh! Come on, computer. This puppy out here. Why is my thing drawing like that? I think that thing. Yeah, but no, you guys are looking real good. She's looking real good down there. You don't have any low pressure moving towards that region. I'm pretty sure this is a high, just by the rotation. Just by the... Pretty sure we have a... I don't know what's going on with this monitor, guys. Give me 1 second. Pretty sure we have a high out here, just by the look of the clouds. So... here, let me pull out of here real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. Let's go like this. I want to see something real quick. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, you do have a high out there. It's a weak one, but clockwise rotation. Got a minor high pressure out here sitting over the Bahamas. Austin area for tomorrow. Could get spicy. Oh, yeah. Let's look at tomorrow when it comes to Mississippi and Austin. We're getting the 00Z in, which is nice, but we can just do this for now. Yeah, Austin's got a hatch tail look tomorrow, don't you guys? Don't you? Okay, here we go. Ooh. Hey. Yeah, I know. I talked about this in my video, too. If I have any folks in Oklahoma tonight, This bad boy is coming through very late and through very early in the morning. I'm talking this is like an 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. event. Like exactly this starts when everyone goes to bed and stops when everyone wakes up. This is the ultimate nocturnal MCS right here. So this hail, big boy hail, some strong winds with this. Yeah, not fun. All right, let me get into the 18Z so we can see what's going on down here in Texas tomorrow. Okay. Ooh. Here's when the party starts. 19Z. They got about 7 o'clock to 2 Central. Around 2 Central. 2 p.m. Central. That's when the party starts out here. This is a hail-driven threat. If you have a hail, you have strong updrafts. If you have a hail threat, there's always a possibility of a tornado. If you have very low shear, it's unlikely, but you can get a tornado off of a very low shear if you have extremely strong updrafts. But this is mainly a hail and wind-driven threat. Actually, no, they changed this. They changed this, actually. They upgraded it, which means, yeah, let me pull into here. Day 2. They did change this. So let's look at the parameters, and let's look at the shear down here. So yeah, starting early afternoon, and then this just gets even spicier and spicier as we move into the evening hours, and it does push down towards Austin. It looks like it wants to dissipate before getting to San Antonio and Houston, but this could still be a very big. This could still bring some very strong straight line winds down near the southern Texas. This really could get everyone involved, central down to southern Texas, beginning 2 in the afternoon and then through the evening hours. All right, let's look at our SIG tours, since they actually did. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Jess with the level up sparks. Thank you, Jess. Scooter, Christina. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Jess. Oh, yeah, look at this. I mean, yeah. Okay, so this is why they're doing it. There's very strong updrafts. The hodograph directionally looks good, meaning we're going to have... look at this. This is like one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. You have northeasterly wind, southeasterly wind, southwesterly wind. This is exactly what I was talking about. The shear and the helicity at the surface are extremely low, but you just have an obnoxious... You're just going to have swirling down there. Even though it's not going to be... The velocities are going to be lower. You just have swirling winds at the surface. This is crazy. Do you see these winds? This is all down on the surface, and they're going like this. That's actually one of the funniest... I haven't seen a sounding with that in a while. That's so funny. But yeah, again, it's a good shaped hodograph. Tons of cape. The shear's low. You don't have very, very strong lower level winds or upper level winds, but there is directional shear. And all you need is a little bit. If you have good, strong updrafts and you have a little bit of rotation, and you do, there's no capping in sight right here. Another concerning thing is you can see the dew points riding up the temperature. That can make things a little spicy too. This could be super saturated air. The more saturation in the air, the more latent heat that's released, and these storms can last longer. Okay, because it's fuel. Sometimes you get this dew point dropping off quickly, and you're not going to have a long-lasting storm, but this is riding up the temperature. So, no, yeah, I see why they pulled the 2% down here. And I see why they didn't have it on before, because there's not a lot of helicity or surface shear, which you typically want for a tornado. Let's look right down here as well. Oh yeah, 3,200 joules per kilogram of surface cape. Decent looking hodograph directionally there. Yes. Thank you, y'all. Yep, if you are a sub on TikTok or YouTube, you get access to the Discord, and I'm in there every single day, and I update everything from severe weather to temperatures to snow to rain to hurricanes to whatever, storm reports. It's all in there. And we're building a community. It's awesome. So if you guys do sub on TikTok, or become a member on YouTube. It's $3 a month. You do get access to the Discord, and we're building that out. It's a pretty cool Discord. Pretty cool Discord. We're in there every day. I usually have it updated by like 8 or 9 in the morning, so you know the latest on all of our risk zones or what's going on around the country, pretty much from coast to coast. All right, 3.0 effective layer Sigtor Param. No inhibition. Yeah, this is a good sounding. You mean again low SRH, storm relative helicity, and surface shear. Usually you don't get a tornado with that when it's that low, but again, look at the direction of these winds down at the surface. Easterlies, southerlies, southwesterlies. This is the type of thing that spins up like dust devils. You just have literally spinning winds at the surface. So if an updraft catches that, maybe it can turn it into something. It's definitely possible. But again, I think hail could be an issue for sure. And this goes, guys, by the way, and because I wanted to push out into Mississippi as well. This goes for out here a little bit farther to the east. When you got these Sigtor params rolling through, we can pull a sounding out here in northern Mississippi. Good Cape, very low surface shear, storm relative helicity. Not looking as likely out here in Mississippi, but still possible. That's just one sounding, though. Sometimes it depends when you grab it, where you grab it. That's a little bit more, so. I'm going to live in a closet tomorrow with my phone. Bring in a chair or couch. How big's the closet? Ooh, Leanne, your name's Blue now. Laredo does have the issue with being so far from radars. Yeah. When you get on the outskirts of the radars, they don't pick things up as well. Wait, Ashton Miller, how do you know where I live? Wait. Severe weather Saturday next week. I have to delete your comment. Yeah, I'll check that. Dominator 3. Oh crap. Okay, don't tell anyone. Sometimes I out myself. Yeah, Saturday up in our region. Severe weather's possible. Anything's possible. Strong winds, hail, and tornadoes. But if I were to take a look up in the Northeast and tell you what I think's the most probable, let me pull a sounding up there. Let's pull it from the NAM 3K. Or what is going to drive this threat? All right, let's take a look at this. Interesting. Sigtor params pretty far to the north. There's definitely rotation potential up here with our SRH and surface shear. Not bad cape. Our hodograph directionally is a little bit awkward. Effective Sigtor param. And then a decent directional shear down here. We're definitely going to be in at least a 2%, I think, up here. Once we get into day 2, which is tomorrow, they'll probably put some sort of tornado risk up here, like a 2% or something. And then hail-wise, hail's definitely going to be a factor when you've got around 2,000 joules per kilogram cape. Wind-wise, we can cheat. We can cheat here. Let's just look at our gusts on the HRRR into Saturday. Yeah, you could get strong winds, but it would be associated with one of these supercells. You've got 60 61 mile per hour winds just in the future radar moving through Maryland. This would be moving up into the Bucks area, up into northern New Jersey. So, yeah, we're going to have a wind, hail, and tornado threat. I think the threat is probably going to be hail driven, but we'll have a tornado threat up there. I'd like to see models agree on how this is going to play out, and they don't agree yet. The HRRR really doesn't put anything scary up here on Saturday, so the NAM and the Rufus kind of talks, suggests it. Flying out of Atlanta. Oh, yeah, wait. Someone else asked about... Oh, I had to... oh, yeah, Southern Texas. Southern Texas. Here's our day 2 Southern Texas. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Houston, San Antonio, Austin. Yeah, your 2% stays north. Your 2% is basically bordering Houston and San Antonio. Let's go into our hail. Big hatch hail. Not surprised. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. It's a hail-driven threat for sure. The only thing that's hatched here is the hail, and that's because you guys are always pushing ridiculous CAPE down here, 3,000 to 4,000 joules per kilogram a minimum. So, you're talking about Colleen, or whatever it's called. I'm talking about it right now. This is a hail-driven threat tomorrow. You could get 3-4 inch plus diameter hail. That will damage cars, damage roofs, windows. So that's something to watch out for. You have a 2% tornado threat. I don't think this is going to go to a 5%. I think it's going to stay at the minimum 2%, because although we have very strong updrafts and although we have a ton of moisture, our trough that's our trough that's pulling these low level winds through is like up here, guys. You've got your rotation up here, and you've got the tail of it. Okay, like this. The closer you get up to here, the more rotation you're going to get. The farther you get way down here, the less kind of surface shear, storm relative helicity you're going to see. If anything upgrades tomorrow in the Tor risk, I think it would be up here. I could be wrong, though. I'm usually not. No, I'm just kidding. I could be wrong. But there's just not a lot of rotation down here. So I think this is going to stay at a 2%. I think we're really going to be paying attention to hail, significant hail. There's going to be isolated strong winds with supercells. There's not a huge MCS forming down here, meaning big squall line. Yeah. B, I appreciate you. That's a good point, because I'll be talking about like I just talked about this whole region, and someone will be about to come into chat and say, "What about San Antonio?" Well, I just talked about that. Always happens. Yeah, I called that good yesterday. I was like, "Why is this tornado threat here? It should be over here," and then we got it. And remember, chat, yesterday I was like, "Why is our slight here? It should be here." And we got it. Now, this is the most updated one, because most of the days passed, but we did start off like that. So you get an updated one in the middle of the day and then towards the end of the day. Hey, anything supposed to happen in San Antonio, Texas tonight? Okay, Cam. Okay, tonight we can talk about tonight. Okay, that's fine. We've got a bunch more. Okay, like I said earlier, guys, all these storms are crawling. I'm talking 5 to 15 miles per hour max. So I'm concerned about flash flooding in this region right here. I'm concerned about it down here too. These storms are crawling. They're very, very slow. You've got tons of surface CAPE down here. I don't even know how much. We're probably pushing 5,000 joules per kilogram in some areas. So big hail. If you're out ahead of this, Hondo, Devine, Purcell, San Antonio, even within a... Now, like I said, typically I'd say this is an hour away. This could be 2+ hours away because the storm's crawling. College Station. I mean, Kingwood, the Woodlands, Huntsville, all these areas, big hail and slow moving storms. Big hail and flooding is going to be an issue tonight. And then guess what? Round 2 tomorrow. No, most of this is, well, no, yes, for this area, round 2. You guys are probably going to be okay down in San Antonio. For the most part, we could get some more southern storms, though. Oh, Cam Spam. Okay, I just muted you, but I'll block you now with a name like that. With a name like that, if spam is in your name, you're probably gonna get blocked. You can't show your cards like that. Come on. Right? Anything for South Texas? Oh, there's a lot going on in South Texas tonight, and you're going to be back involved tomorrow. Again, tomorrow the threat looks to probably stay just north of Houston and San Antonio. But we'll see. It's pretty close. You've got a Tor threat that borders San Antonio and Houston. And, you know, we can look at a hail threat for tomorrow, too. Your hail threat does include San Antonio, not Houston as much. Your hatch tail, San Antonio's getting involved in that tomorrow. Tons of surface cape tomorrow. That's when you get these big supercells that are anvil trying to punch through the tropopause all the way up there at the top of the troposphere, dropping grapefruits of hail. Unfortunately, let's hope that doesn't happen. What's going on, Megan? I appreciate you. You're in Austin. It's getting dark. Yeah, no surprise. These storms are just to the north, though. Austin may stay in this little pocket tonight. I don't know if we're going to get any more like supercells initiating out here, but you guys might stay in that pocket. It's yeah, there's a lot going on to your north. There's a lot going on out here too, though. But you see this little pocket right here? You guys are lucking out a little bit. Round Rock. There's probably like 80 Round Rocks, but let's see what comes up first. Texas? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, again, you're kind of in a lot of these storms are staying your north. Now, these are moving to the southeast, so you could get involved with this bad boy as we get into the very late night hours. So I think Austin for right now looks pretty good. But yeah, Round Rock for tomorrow. You've got a tornado threat, 2%. I don't expect it to go to 5%. I think it's going to be the lowest tornado threat. You have 2 out of the 3 ingredients you need. You've got your instability, basically meaning you've got your strong updrafts. You've got your dew points. You've got warm temperatures, high dew points, tons of moisture in the air, but you don't have a ton of rotation. And like tornadoes spin. That's like their signature move, right? Like, tornadoes love to just spin around everywhere. It's like their favorite thing in the world to do. So they don't really care if they have updraft, instability, and moisture. They really, really want to rotate. That's like top 3 favorite things for tornadoes. So without that, yeah, you can get a tornado, but there's I don't think you're going to go up to a 5% threat. Oh, no, you're good. You're good, Ashton. North Houston for tomorrow. Again, I mean, yeah, I mean, Houston should be paying attention tomorrow. Models are wrong all the time. You know, this is only like less than 100 miles. I mean, 50 miles. I don't know. Let me get my little ruler. I'm so bad with... Yeah, 50 miles. Oh, that's pretty good. So yeah, you want to pay attention. Sometimes we're like, you know, the models see all the supercells initiating here, and then you get a couple pop-ups that are way farther south or way farther north. So tornado, hail, wind tomorrow, Houston. I'd be paying attention to the weather because, you are. I mean, and you are in a risk zone technically. Let me look at the categorical. Yeah, I mean you're in the marginal, and North Houston is actually. All of North Houston is actually in the slight. Dallas looks to be pretty chill. Same type of issue with Houston, though. Pay attention. You can get some stronger supercells developing to the north where they're not expected. So, anything for Bucks? Maybe. Yeah, Saturday we're watching a tornado, hail, and wind potential. None of which are extremely high, but all of which will probably be a threat. Yeah, really all of central to eastern PA and New Jersey, mid-Atlantic. So let's I got to get going here in a little bit. I will be heading to, well, I won't say it. Chat knows. The Climate Crew knows where I'm going after this stream. Climate Crew knows. And if you were in my Discord, you would know too. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Yali. We know. Yeah, I'll be somewhere tonight, and I won't be back for a couple days. Shh, it's our little secret. ASMR. I don't know why I did that. All right. I'm trying to like find a question, and there's people are just. Okay, here we go. Oh well. Hi, I'm from Pittsburgh. Just got power back after days. Yeah, that was crazy. Microburst popped through that region. That was crazy. Yes, for the best reason. Exactly. We are special. Yes. Should we be worried overnight in Central Texas? Again, what I was showing. Yeah, let me zoom into this bad boy real quick. So there is. Let me go back to Radar Omega. These storms are going to persist throughout the night. There's a lot of energy down here, a lot of updraft potential. I mean, there's pretty strong updrafts down here still, a lot of moisture content, a lot of instability in the region. These are crawling 10 to 15 miles per hour to the east, flash flooding through this region. We're talking Brady through Killeen, out to potentially Beaumont, Woodlands, Kingwood, potentially Austin gets involved. I'd also pay attention if I'm with this system moving out to the east towards San Antonio, Victoria, Bay City, Corpus Christi potentially. I'd pay attention throughout the night. And then tomorrow we reset, but we're going to see these storms, well, pretty honestly, like in the same general vicinity. It's going to be a lot for you guys. Yeah, Shreveport. Let's take a look, just so you guys know again, who are asking about this. Here's your tornado threat tomorrow. Okay, it's 2%. If we get a higher percentage, it may be up here to the north. Or through here. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get a 5% in Texas, but we could. I wouldn't be like, whoa, that's crazy. But I don't think we will. I've seen weirder stuff happen. Here's our wind threat for tomorrow. Everyone and their grandma's involved, obviously. You get wind, you get wind, you get wind. A lot of this I still think is going to be focused in here if we get an upgrade. And then let's go into our hail tomorrow. So hatched hail right down here. 15% hatched. I mean, yeah. You could have, cats and dogs falling from the sky here. So, which would be horrible for me because I'm allergic. So I'd pay attention down here. This does include San Antonio. Again, this is going to include, just north of Houston, out towards Huntsville, Tyler, Longview, Waco, Brady, San Angelo. This could change. If you're out here, if you're anywhere here, these risk zones do shift. I mean, crap. From last night to this morning, like I was yelling on stream because they had the risk zone here. This morning it was down here. But we all knew this was going to be down here because we're all geniuses. But sometimes they shift a lot. I don't think this is going to shift a lot. I think they're actually doing it right for tomorrow for the most part. Yeah, we can look at timing again. Yeah, we can look at timing again. Let's look at that. Ooh, 00Z. 00Z is loading in. I forgot. 00Z. Let's go, baby. 00Z H triple R. It's like Christmas morning. Every day we get the 00Z. This is better data than the other runs. Okay. Again, tonight, Southern Oklahoma. Pay attention. Could be some damaging wind and hail in there. Look at this. Boom. Storms start to really spark up tomorrow. Beginning at around, yes, this is still the 19Z, so 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Central. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, midnight. So, starting in the afternoon through the evening. You know, it depends on where you are. 2 all the way down, and then it starts moving south as we get later into the evening. But there's a lot of severe potential. And this is an uptrend, I think, from the 18Z. Let's take a look. Maybe not. Let's see. It's not much of a change, actually. Let's take a look at this again. Maybe a downtrend. It's pretty similar. It actually might even be a downtrend, actually, so that's good. But still looking pretty spicy here. Let me look at the new SIGTOR params. Again, there's just a problem with rotation. The problem is there is none. Yeah, so that's that timing. For timing for you guys tomorrow, a little bit farther out to the east. And this is good on post, and this is good I'm talking about this now because I'm going to be MIA tomorrow. Missing in action. Let's look at our threat a little bit farther out east tomorrow. Here it comes. This is right around 10 a.m., 11, 12. Or this is 1 p.m. Central. So yeah, 1 p.m. Central, you start getting some. I mean, really, Central Arkansas, you could get involved very early in the morning. I'm talking 7 a.m. Then this starts pushing into here around 1 Central, Tennessee, Mississippi, northern Louisiana, and then we get into the late afternoon as we move a little bit farther out into Central Tennessee, Central Kentucky, up into southern Indiana, over into Alabama, and then starts to lose a little bit of its energy as it gets a little bit farther out here as we get into really around 6 or 7 p.m. At least with the latest HRRR. That's what's going on. And, yeah, let me take a new sounding from out here. More storms in Texas? Yeah. Yeah. Mesomat. MESOMATT, like Yali just put up there. He will be live. I'm probably not going to be able to go live for the next couple days. At least 2. Maybe 3. So maybe 4. We'll have to see. But then I'll be back. So let me get another sounding from out here because this is looking interesting. Tennessee. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of rotation up in Tennessee either. I don't know if we get any upgrade to a 5% tomorrow, although I think we will. Somewhere. Yeah, I mean, everything's up here towards our trough. You see, we get up into the hundreds in SRH as we get up here. Because our low pressure system's to the north. The closer you are to that thing, the more the rotation you're going to have. There's just not as much down here. But there's very high dew points, hot temperatures, and enough instability. Yeah, hopefully not for too long. Tommy talks about tornadoes. I'm back. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to get on tonight. I actually wasn't gonna. And my wife was like, You want to go on, just go on. And I was like, okay. But I'm going to be getting off here in a second. And then, yeah. I'll probably be bored. For those of you who know what's going on, I'll probably be bored and be on my phone updating stuff and like messaging you guys in the Discord. Because, you know, it's like a long process and there's a lot of times where you're not doing anything. So don't think it's weird if I'm hanging out in the Discord. Yeah. No, I'm headed over there right after this. Yeah, good time to join the Discord. Laddie, I appreciate you. Kristen, good to see you. I appreciate you. Confused Blonde, Megan. Yeehaw, ride him, cowboy. Thank you for the cowboy hat, Yali. We did it. NTX. Delaware Saturday. We may see a tornado threat out there in Delaware Saturday. I think it'll be more inland, but may see a tornado threat on Saturday in Delaware. Okay, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna look at stuff tonight and probably put updates on as the models come out late tonight. I'll probably be up late till like 4 a.m. or this morning or tomorrow morning or tonight, whatever. So I'm gonna update what my thoughts on tomorrow so everyone knows what's going on. I'll update in Discord and post it on my socials and everything. Yeah, yep. Connor's Climate Corner. Thanks, B. Connor's Climate Corner HQ if you want to join it. YouTube members and Discord subs automatically get in. You can also just sub on the Discord. It's $3 a month. But we're in there. Everything's updating every day. And we're building something fun. Trying to build the best weather community in the world. Let's have big goals here. I appreciate all of you. You're awesome. Yeah. I'll keep you updated on what's going on, okay? If you know what I mean. Everyone have a great night. Stay safe, especially down there, central to southern Texas. You're going to have storms bugging you all night. I don't see a major risk for strong tornadoes, luckily, but hail, wind, flooding. Pay attention. Have a way to get alerts if you're down in that area. All right. I appreciate all of you. Everyone have a good night, and I'll see you soon. Later, guys. Thank you, mods. You're the best. Thank you, Climate Crew. You're the best.